And so once you killed enough zombies over the pan, you'll notice that over the grate, the blood starts to rise. Doesn't really seem too nice, to be honest. Looks more like a ritual now than a friggin' sewer. But yeah, but once you kill enough zombies after that, the pan will start to rise like it did before. You know, when you put the pan on it, it kind of went down. But I think it's here when it happens. There it is. And yeah, then you hold X to pick up the pan, and now you take it over to Burger Town and you put it on the hob. Or in this case, I think in England we call it a stove. Not a stove, I mean a hob. But in America, I think they call it a stove. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they call it a stove in the United States. Yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty much going to use the USA terms now. If it even is a USA term, I don't know. We just call it hob sometimes. And now, when you place the pan on the hob, bleh, sorry about this, my English very bad. And once you've got the pan over to the hob, you have to find 4 pieces of meat. Now there'll be 1 piece of meat in each location. When I mean each location, I mean there's 4. Obviously, there's 4 sectors of the map. You got Burger Town, the sewers, Atlas Command, and Value Voltage, and it's all that. And then that's all the locations, excluding the spawn, the horde more. And yeah. And so they're in multiple locations in these 4 locations, but like one will always be in Atlas Command, one will always be in Burger Town, for example. Just using that as an example. I found the first one relatively easy, and then it took me kind of a little bit to get the sewer one. And then I think the hardest one to find was probably the Value Voltage one, because I checked every single location for that. I'm pretty sure. And yeah, I thought I got myself trapped at first, but yeah, I managed to get out. Yeah, and so the meat locations, the meat stands out. One good thing about the meat locations is that they stand out to where they are. Unless you have like really low brightness on your screen. Like I've pretty bright. My screen's pretty bright because I'm pretty friggin' blind. But well, I wouldn't say I'm blind, but I've just got really bad vision. And yeah, so they stand out because it's like the glowing red like meteors from the original zombies, the 115 meteors. It's kind of like that, it just like glows like red. And I'm pretty sure I find it like around where the instigator is. Yeah, I found it and once you get all 4 pieces of meat over to the pan, it will make a meat patty. Which is kind of like a beef burger kind of thing. And then after that, you then have to get the magnetron and you have to heat up the patty. Yeah, you have to meat it up. What am I on about? Yeah, and you have to pretty much heat up the patty. I found 2 pieces right now, but I will come back once I found all the pieces. So yeah, at this point I'm trying to find the final piece of meat. And I'm trying to train zombies at a time. I look around here because this is one of the spawns, and at that point, if you were looking closely, you would see that the meat was near the. I think they were either like blender kind of things, or they were like drink dispensers, I think. And then I'll come around here to try and get look there. Yeah, I'll drink dispensers. Yeah, one mind about blenders. And luckily, I get that DNA bomb, because if I didn't get that DNA bomb, I probably would have died, probably. I don't know. Depends how lucky I would have been. And yeah, so I have the final piece of meat, And it's round 10 and then there's a Goliath spawn. Great. And yeah, so like I said in the last step, I'll take it over and a patty will be made. And then also you have to cook it. You have to cook the patty, and you have to, I think it takes around like, you have to point the magnetron at the patty, and you have to shoot the patty so that the blood, like you see there, the blood like splatters everywhere, and you have to listen to that for that dinging noise, like when you, like in a microwave when it finishes, ding. I don't know. And yeah, so the next step that you've got to do after this is you have to find a burger bun for the burger patty, and this one is kind of one of the harder steps. At this point I die. Well, I don't die, but I go down, obviously. And don't worry, I survive, obviously. And the patty is dropped by a random zombie. I think people have said it's only dropped by the Burger Town employees, but I'm not sure about that, because I think I've had like the burger bun from like random zombies. At this point, it takes me kind of a while to get the burger bun. Yeah, it takes me a while to get the burger bun, and I don't know how many rounds it takes. I think it takes like next round, I believe. Yeah, I believe it's next round that I get the burger bun. So yeah, so now I'll take you to where I got the burger bun. So as you can see in the bottom left corner of the screen, I have the burger bun. The thing is, I didn't know if it was dropped by a Burger Town employee. I kind of went random, and I kind of just found it randomly. Like, well, I didn't really find it randomly. I knew I killed the crowd of zombies, but I went back and got it. But as you can see, if you put the burger bun on there, you will have the burger there. But one thing about it, it looks grimy. It's not really the best looking of burgers. It's not exactly a Big Mac or a Whopper. And what you have to do is you've got to go and disinfect yourself, and this will disinfect you. And also, the burger bun is like the cards from Outbreak. They'll drop down, but you only have a certain amount of time to pick it up. And so I'll come back once I get the next part of the step.